Hi, it's the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your July 2017 general readings. Thank you so much for joining us here today and welcome to any newcomers. Thank you for all your likes, shares, subscribes, your support, your feedback, and your comments. Thank you so very much. Keep them coming. And to my regular clients, a thank you as well for your consistent feedback and how our readings play out in your lives, which I love hearing. And just a general thank you to those of you who keep me so busy with personal one-on-one readings. It's a pleasure and an honor always to read for you. And if any of you are interested in a personal one-on-one reading with me and you haven't read with me before, you can click on the About or Description button for more information and for my email address, which is Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. I would be delighted to work with you. I do readings full-time 6 days a week, so current turnaround time is pretty fast. I'm usually able to get back with you quickly and almost always set up a reading anywhere between a few days, upwards of 2 weeks, but almost always within a 2-week period of time. And I do a wide variety of readings. So if you're interested, let me know. Send me an email. We'll go from there. So this reading is for the air sign of Aquarius for July 2017. I am recording it in the last week of June, and since it's the beginning of the month readings, I'll be doing 2 cards for each week with an additional 9th card from the bottom of the deck for overall guidance and advice. The mid months I only do half as many cards, and the love snapshots for only 3 cards each. So make sure to check your rising and your moon sign as well, because these are, general readings, and there's a lot of you watching. So of course they're not going to mean the same thing to everyone watching to the same degree or intensity. Your rising or your moon sign may be a little more predictive for you, or just give you additional bits of clarification and insight into what's going on in your life. So try to watch all 3 if you know them, and if you can, there's lots of websites out there, free websites where you'd have to know your birth time, I believe. But there are websites that you can go to get your rising and your moon sign. So let's get into this. This is for Aquarius, the water bearers for July 2017. July 2017, what is in store for the air sign of Aquarius for July 2017? Okay, Aquarius. We have the sun. What a beautiful way to begin July, which is a nice sunny month here in California, paired with strength. Wow, it's like you guys have come through something quite triumphant. Faced your fears, your doubts, your insecurities. The sun is illuminating. We have the Hierophant, followed by the Ace of Wands. Wow, I think somebody got over some fear. We have the 5 of Swords and the 5 of Pentacles. I am liking this. The Ace of Swords. Oops. My card flip out upside down there. And the Ace of Swords over the 3 of Swords in reverse. And from the bottom of the deck, your overall energy and advice. Here's the Wheel of Fortune in the upright. Goodness, kind of makes me wish I had Aquarius as any of my signs. What a beautiful, bright reading. Your overall energy and guidance from the bottom of the deck is the Wheel of Fortune in the upright. This is divine timing, orchestration, nothing you have any control over, but in the upright position it does represent a stroke of good luck, good fortune, maybe a series of unexpected events, something coming out of the blue, but it is a blessing. It is good luck and good fortune. It can represent things about to change in an unexpected sort of way, but for you, it feels like a very beautiful, blessed month, maybe full of some wonderful, unexpected happy surprises or blessings. And it looks like you overcame some fear, some doubt, something, and made a commitment to a new path or a new something. This could be a new relationship. I'm getting new religion for some of you, starting off on a new path of deeper commitment. An awareness of something. It's like, and in doing so, it looks like you actually triumph over a variety of things, mostly internal. So we start the month with a combination of the sun and strength. What a beautiful combination of cards. The sun brings light, love, warmth, laughter. There's a strong social theme to the sun. It represents an uplifting of energy, a loosening up of restrictive energies. Finances being tight. This is more breathing space. Relationships going through a challenging time. This is more breathing space. The sun Intuition brings truth, clarity, illumination, answers, insight. It increases all the positive energy of the surrounding cards and lessens or even negates challenging energy. It's a beautiful, beautiful card. It's over the strength. Strength is that kind of quiet, grounded strength that comes from really taking a deep, honest look at certain things, maybe facing your fears, your doubts, your insecurities, wrestling your demons. This lion is symbolic for she has come to terms, come to acceptance, come to grips with it, changed what she was able to change, made peace and acceptance with what she couldn't. It is also a card about self-love and acceptance, and battling your fears, your doubts, looking things in the face and overcoming them. Sometimes in battling our fears and doubts and insecurities, they turn out to be just smoke and mirrors, and sometimes they're things that actually we need to put work into to work through. But it looks like you have successfully done that with whatever the situation is, whatever fears and doubts you had. And the results are manifested in your life in July, because it feels just like a beautiful, bright, blessed, happy, illuminated month. Beautiful reading. So next to that, we have the Hierophant with the Ace of Wands. So the Hierophant is convention, tradition. It can represent joining or belonging to a large group. Organized religion, churches, corporations, businesses. Can represent taking things to a deeper, more committed level. It can represent engagement or marriage, commitment to a certain spiritual path. Again, whatever area this is manifesting in, because it's going to be different for different people. For some of you Aquarians, it might be the relationship part of your life, and romantic relationships or some other type of relationships. It could be in your spiritual life, a commitment to a new spiritual path or a religion. In work or career, it could represent making a leap into a different career path, a different job, or accepting a promotion, more responsibility, a different title. Whatever it was, it looks like you had some significant anxieties, doubts, fears about those, and you have conquered those, and manifested that by the actual choices and decisions that you've made. So because the Hierophant is paired with the Ace of Wands. Aces always represent new beginnings, the start of a new path. They're like seeds, which if you plant them in the right ground at the right time, will grow and manifest to their potential. Wands is fire energy. It's creative, manifesting, building energy. The Ace of Wands is a new start that has a lot of desire, enthusiasm, and the impulse to act, to move, to start actually building and creating something. So you're off and running on this new beginning, a commitment to a new path, new relationship, new whatever. Again, it's going to vary. Now, next to that, we have the Five of Swords, followed by the Five of Pentacles. Now, the story is going to split here, too. The Five of Swords technically represents a victory. Sometimes it can represent a shallow victory or a cheap victory that comes at the cost of other people, like stepping on other people to get ahead. But for the majority of you, and maybe even all of you watching this video, I feel like it's the opposite. It is a victory, but it's a victory over, for some of you, it could be internal struggle or strife or ideas that you had about perhaps the people, the person that you were making this deeper commitment to, the people on this path that you're making a new commitment to. Some of you, you may have been in conflict or struggle about this decision that you've made. Maybe you had naysayers or people from, friends, family, loved ones didn't support it, but you've kind of won out over that. The interesting thing is that it's paired with the Five of Pentacles, which can be a card. It can represent insufficiency, financial insufficiency or lack, or the fear of, but it can also represent being kind of put on the outside of a group, like being blackballed or shunned or something of that sort. But with help and resources very close by. So with the Five of Swords, these two fives together, five can represent conflict. It represents challenge, where you're either the one in control or you're not. And I feel like with this combination of cards, especially with the Five of Swords crowning the Five of Pentacles, you have won, you have achieved a victory, you have overcome something. And it could be that you have overcome being on the outside of a group. Maybe there was a conflict that needed to be resolved, and now you're back there, you're back together. It could be in work, it could be in a family situation, on a spiritual path. Again, the specifics will vary, although the fundamental energy remains the same. You've overcome that, and because I feel a sense of belonging where there wasn't before. Now, at or towards the end of July 2017, we have the Ace of Swords, followed by the Three of Swords in reverse. I like to see this in reverse. It means that this emotional pain or heartache is healing, or it's been avoided or greatly lessened in the reverse position. Because that's in the upright position, it's heartbreak, heartache, perhaps a deep, deep like an emotional disappointment of some kind. It can sometimes represent infidelity and cheating because of the triangular energy of it, but deep, deep emotional pain, and it's in the reversal. So it's either healing or you're able to avert it somehow or overcome it. I think for a lot of you, because of the struggle you went through and what you've overcome, this last combination of cards represents a new perspective that you have on earlier or previously pain, conflict, whatever the source of this conflict was that you've overcome, in order to have this bright new beginning where you're more committed on a path, because that Three of Swords in reverse is crowned by the Ace of Swords. So you have another ace, two aces, new beginnings. The Ace of Wands was action-oriented, building, creating, starting something new that you're really passionate about. The Ace of Swords is new ideas, because swords is air energy. It's words, ideas, belief systems, how we look at things. The aces represent those new beginnings, so this could be an epiphany, a clarifying moment. The Ace of Swords comes in and delivers the reality of a situation, clarity, illumination, not what you want it to be, not what you wish it was, but what it actually is. A new idea, a fresh perspective, a different way of looking at this emotional pain, heartbreak, whatever the source of this was. It feels like almost like a bright, happy, victorious month. It's like I've overcome, I've become stronger, wiser. I have more insight. I'm trusting my intuition. And now, with whatever this challenge, this pain, this conflict, this heartache was, now that in going through, in overcoming and going through everything that I've been through, now you end the month of July going into August with a different perspective on it, a fresh perspective on it, and a sense of enlightenment. And again, you've gained a lot of strength and wisdom, and it's because of the work that you've done. It's because you were able to face what you were afraid of in whatever situation this is and conquer it. A variety of fears and doubts and insecurities, wrestling with those inner demons can sometimes be the biggest battles that we fight in life. And it looks like this was a significant one, and you've overcome it in whatever area of your life it's manifested in Aquarius. So big hugs, pat on the back to you. You're growing and evolving and moving on into an exciting new beginning. What a beautiful, beautiful. And the energy of the Wheel of Fortune over everything. The Wheel of Fortune, the sun, strength, these two aces. It's a beautiful reading, Aquarius. Makes me happy. So that pretty much sums up your July 2017 reading. I hope you have enjoyed it. I hope it's brought a smile to your face. It has to mine. It's a beautiful feeling reading. Thank you for letting me bring it to you. But I hope it's given you some insight and maybe just some validation for, what you've been through and what you've overcome, Aquarius. Again, if any of you are interested in a more specific personal one-on-one reading with me, you can click on the About or Description button for more information, and feel free always to email me directly at Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. I would be so delighted and most happy to work with you. I will see you all again within about a week for the Love Snapshots for July, so keep an eye out for those, and then after that I'll begin the mid-month. So until then, Aquarius, as always, I do wish you joy, peace, blessings, and a happy life, and I hope to see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.